This is for all the light workers who are just feeling drained right now. I have heard from so many of you over the last few months, if not years, saying, I'm burnt out, I'm drained. And that word drained keeps coming up in session after session. And so I don't care what your day job is or what you identify as your career. If you are watching this, if you are someone who is sensitive to the world around you, if you're someone who is deeply feeling, or maybe you're just picking up on the vibes, then you are a light worker. We are all light workers, and any one of us who is dedicated to helping to uplift the world, helping to uplift other people, and helping to raise and shift the consciousness of our planet, or of the people on our planet, I should say. The planet's pretty good. She doesn't need any extra help. But if you are one of those light workers who is just feeling drained, burnt out, and if you're finding yourself using these words, then you want to listen to this. There are different ways that we source energy. We source energy from our own bodies, and that happens through the food we eat, through the amount of exercise or sleep we get. We can raise and lower our physical energy. Then there's also the energy that we get in relationship with other people. There are some people who you talk to and you're like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so pumped up. That person energizes me." And then there are some people you talk to and you just walk away feeling tired, like I am drained after those conversations. And and we all have different ways that we interact with one another in terms of how our charts overlay one another. We all have different experiences of other types of people. And so there are some people who are going to feel like an energy vampire to you. You've probably heard that term where it's like, you're drained. But those same people are going to feel like energy lifters to other people. So, that's one way that we generate energy is through our connections with other people and even our pets too. I mean, come on. How many of you don't feel uplifted when your dog, greets you at the door when you come home, or when your cat snuggles with you at night? So that's another way that we source energy. Then the third way is through source energy, which is the spiritual energy. Now, a lot of healers and practitioners, especially if you're just starting out, you're drawing a lot of your own inner reserves. You're taking it from your own energy reserves, which is why you might feel hungry after a session, or which is why you might feel tired. It's that you're using your life force and you're dedicating your life force to the offering that you're giving to other people, or that you're giving out into your work. We light workers need to be better at drawing from source. And so there are two ways to do that. First of all, there's this little conception point my good friend, acupuncturist friend, told me about. It's right here at the top of the head, and you can kind of feel it. It's like this little soft spot. It's like a little tender spot. And there it is. Oh, I can sense it. You can feel it. When you feel it and you push on it, it's like there is a click. So if you can just tap on that a few times or just press on it, and maybe you use a little essential oils, like I'm using this from my friend Kathleen. So maybe you just do some oil, and you kind of do some oil right there at that point and really get that activated. Any kind of essential oil would work, but especially like frankincense or myrrh, or something that helps with clearing, cleansing, and also opening, lifting. And so we can download a little energy, and then you just sort of let it settle into your body, bringing it into your body. And when you are working, when you're doing anything that you consider to be your light working in the world, you want to make sure that that is activated. You want to make sure that that is opened. So that way you're not drawing from your own reserves. That way you're bringing source energy in and you're allowing it to flow through you. The other thing that we want to make sure of, we can't just be out there floating in space. We have to be grounded. We are part of this beautiful world, this planet. This planet loves us. And we are part of this ecosystem that we live in. And so we want to be in it. We want to be living here, present here on this space where we're standing. We want to be embodied. And so what I like to do is I like to feel the just bring awareness down to the soles of my feet and like send some love down there and really feel that connection with the earth. Just allow, almost like roots are growing down from the soles of your feet and going down, stretching down into the core of the earth. You know, the core of the earth is this fiery ball that is the energy source of our planet. And it creates this magnetosphere, this atmosphere that we have that protects us from the rays of the sun. And so that fiery core is the life force of our planet. And when that fiery core starts to diminish and starts to go away, then we become just like Venus and just like Mars. We become a planet that doesn't have its own magnetosphere, and that would be problematic for us. So root down into the earth, show her your appreciation. I've heard people in the new age circle say that, like, well, you can't connect to the earth, or you shouldn't connect to the earth because the earth is heavy and it's, there's so much, trauma here. And no, 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 the earth can handle it. She is one great big composting machine. And if you've ever seen, a landfill, and or a sewage treatment plant, which hopefully you don't have to, it's a good educational exercise. But if you've ever seen one of those systems that we have that purifies and cleanses the water that we drink or the air that we breathe, then you know the miracle of nature, because really we're using the bugs in the soil, we're using nature's own enzymes. The earth is a great big composting machine. So she is made to take the waste and the refuge and the decay and the dying, and and use that, use the remains of that to nurture new seeds into life. There are cycles of creation and destruction that are always happening with nature, and there's this beautiful balance. So so she's got us. She's holding us, and so we want to connect with her. Um, for a lot of reasons, but mostly because, wow, what would we do without her? Where would we be? Uh, and so just for a second, do what I'm doing, because right now, as I am tuning in with the roots growing down from the soles of my feet, I'm connecting to the earth, and I can feel her. I can feel the constant source of abundance and life pulsing from her, moving through my own body. And suddenly, where I was really tired because I didn't get much sleep, suddenly I'm feeling energized and I'm feeling this energy coming from the earth. And you might feel it right now in this moment too. So take a moment and just observe what's happening to your legs and your feet. Is there tingling? Can you sense some sort of waves of energy pulsing through you? Allow your heartbeat to slow and sync up with the rhythm of the earth and her sacred heartbeat. And now, with that grounded sense of your presence in this moment, now tap up here, and just say, I'm downloading new energy. I'm downloading new energy. Press on it if you want. And allow that energy to really penetrate your whole being, starting from the top of your head, going down, clearing out any kind of mental fog. Neptune's at that last degree, that 29th degree, and you'll hear more about that on Thursday. But while Neptune's at that degree, we want to do everything we can to stay grounded, to source energy not from ourselves, and to be connected to the bigger picture. It's not always about us. It's not always about you. It's not always about me, but it's about us together. And then you bring that source energy down, you let it move through your body, and this is you connecting the heavens and the earth. This is you connecting the invisible spiritual with the physical material. And so right now, when you are connected in this way, your whole body, your whole being is a great big magic wand. And so go direct that energy where you see that it most needs to go. And so if you have a contemplative practice, you might vision places in the world that need love or that need healing or that need an end to war, or where there needs to be, peace for those who've been struggling through floods or fires or earthquakes. And so when your body is this channel, is this magic wand, then you can bring all of that energy through your hands, through your third eye chakra. You can focus it on a picture, either that you see in your mind, on something that you might print out and have in front of you, on something that you visualize when you close your eyes, something that you might feel, your homeland, for example. And so this is one of the ways that we are light, that we can be light workers. And now, just for a second, allow that energy to flow through the top of your head, allow it to come up from your legs, allow it to come out through your arms. The arms are like basically extensions of the heart chakra, and they bring things into them. So the hands themselves are secondary root chakras, but they're also portals that allow you to channel that energy out and receive it. So send all that energy into the spaces, into the places that you want to direct that healing. And take some breath, because breath is life. And now go ahead and wrap it up, clap it up, uh, say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to my guides, thank you to all of the forces of magic and the spiritual forces that aid me in my intention setting and that participate in the healing and the well-being of myself and of the planet. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the forces of nature, to the earth, the air, the fire, the water. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you take a few deep breaths and you continue to ground your energy. And now, when you come back into your everyday, beta brain state, ready to go about your business, notice how different you feel after you have drawn energy from source, after you have drawn energy from the earth and connected to the earth and grounded your own energy in the physical experience. If you work this way, you won't be drained. You're still going to need sleep. You're still going to need your vitamins. You're still going to need, to take care of your body. But you won't be using your own energy and depleting your reserves of life force. The world needs a lot of healing right now. Not the world as in the planet, but just, we're in a great big time of shifting consciousness, moving currents. And so we don't need to be drained in the process. So thank you all thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being a part of my channel. Please tell all your friends, share, like, subscribe, and post your comments. Let me know how this is working for you. Let me know if you want to see more of this kind of content too.